Good morning to you. Been talking about the servant of the Lord cannot, must not, will not allow strife. You cannot be in strife. Now, I forgot to tell you, Jesus is Lord and the Word works. But let me show you this over in James. James chapter 3, where it says that where envy and strife is, there's confusion and every evil work. It says, now, if you're in strife, he says, glory not, because this wisdom does not descend from above. Watch what it says. It says, this wisdom, strife, bickering, backbiting, fussing, fuming, arguing. Well, my old wife, she did this. Or, my husband, he didn't work long enough, or whatever. Fussing about it and fuming about it and telling other people about it. It says, this wisdom is, first of all, earthly. It comes from this earth realm. It's not of God. Secondly, it's sensual. It comes from the natural senses. That makes me feel good to be able to tell you what I think. Hey, listen, what you think may not be too important anyway. Now, and the third thing, it says it's devilish. Well, it opens the door to the devil. I talked to you about that yesterday, but it's devilish. In the church world today, you got Baptists against Methodists, Pentecostals against the others, all these people fighting and fuming over, I believe this, or, this is my prophet, or that's my prophet, or I believe this or that. Listen, that's devilish for us to sit around and talk about who we agree with. Now, I've got some people that I agree with more than others, but I cannot afford to sit here and tell you who they are and who those I don't like are, because that's of the devil, and it stirs up strife and division and discord and opens the door to the devil, and it's going to cause me all kinds of pain. I told you this yesterday, but I want to go back to it. I got real upset at a particular minister, and I told everybody I knew about what he was doing and what he said and how wrong he was. And it dawned on me after a few days, really a couple of weeks, it wasn't hurting him at all. The only person that it was hurting was me, because the servant of the Lord must not strive. Didn't say should not, said must not, because when you do, then you've opened the door to the devil. And it says this in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 25, and we are taken captive by him, the devil, at the devil's will. Hey, I don't know about you, but everybody I know that's a believer don't want the devil in their house. We used to keep a screen door. When I was a kid, we had a screen door on the back porch, had a spring on it, big old long black thing. We called it a spring. That was to keep the door shut, to keep the animals out, the bugs out, the flies, the chickens, whatever. It wasn't there to keep me and my sister out of the house. It was there to keep the animals out. Well, that's the reason you cannot strive. You've got to keep the door shut to keep the devil at bay, because you don't want him in your house. You don't want him in your life. You don't want him messing with your stuff. And if you're in strife, you've given him that opportunity. So let me say it to you again. You cannot afford it. You just can't do it. Strife is the number one tool of the enemy, and we're going to get out of it. So you have a great day, and remember all day, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.